So today I have a new fragrance to review, an unexpected review, because this, if you can guess, is a perfume called Loulou by a brand called Cacharel, French brand. So this is hiding. This was hiding in the closet. I didn't know about it. This was my grandmother's perfume. It's very strong. I haven't sprayed it, and I can smell it through the nozzle. It's almost empty, but there's a little bit of liquid that I can hear inside, and I'm going to try to review it. I don't know if it's going to be able to spray anything, because it is mostly empty, but I will try to review it. If there's nothing in it, I'll just give you the rundown of the notes. But this is from 1987, by the way. I don't know this bottle in particular, but this perfume came out in 1987. I'm going to try to spray it and see if it works. Aha, it does work. Alright. It's very interesting. It reminds me a little bit of, what's that sunscreen that smells good? It's a little bit like that, you know, the good smelling sunscreen, and then, or suntan lotion. But then it becomes light, fluffy, and spicy. So, very interesting. It actually smells quite different from the nozzle. The nozzle smells more cinnamon. There's also some like hemp, almost. Hemp notes. And then, very strange. I haven't tried this before, this is why I am surprised, but so here are the notes on the list. I'm going to see how they add up to what I am currently experiencing. Top notes are plum, Chinese cinnamon wood, iris, violet, anise, lily, jasmine, mimosa, and cassia. So I don't know what Chinese cinnamon wood smells like, but I'm imagining that it smells like cinnamon. And it's definitely there. It's super unexpectedly spicy. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze almost, like I stuck my nose in a bowl of ground cinnamon. And then the anise is also present. It has that sharpness. And then there's a sweetness, which I imagine comes from the plum. And the floral notes are there. They're a little bit toned down. That spiciness from the cinnamon is really present. Then the middle notes have ylang ylang, heliotrope, orris root, orange blossom, and Tahitian tiare flower. So supposedly this fragrance was really based around this Tahitian flower, which maybe, because it's a kind of a strange smell. It's floral and sweet, but spicy and kind of fluffy. And I've never smelled a fluffy fragrance before, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. Like whipped egg whites sort of thing. Then the base notes are incense, vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, and musk. So the incense is quite strong, actually. You get that resinous note, burning resin note that kind of comes through along with the cinnamon wood, and then I suppose the Tahitian flower, and then of course the musk and the sandalwood. So apparently this is a very polarizing fragrance. Some people can't stand this, and some people really, really enjoy it. The bottle is also interesting. I don't know what this is supposed to represent. The original bottle was different. It was more like an Aladdin's lamp sort of thing with like a nozzle on top. So this is just more abstract, geometrical. This is an eau de parfum, according to the label on the bottom here. Made in France. I can see how this would be polarizing because it's definitely not your typical fragrance. Usually fragrances try to appease a certain group of people. You know, they go full-on floral, full-on musk, or aromatic, fresh, you know. This is kind of a mix of several things, because it's not a true spicy fragrance. It's not a true floral. It's not true incense. It's like bouncing back and forth, which is very interesting. And then it has that sweetness and lightness that's constantly dragged down by the the incense. A very strange and interesting fragrance. I actually quite like it, but it's interesting. And then it seems that the incense is becoming stronger. You know, as it kind of settles onto the skin, it becomes a bit stronger. And according to the list that I have in front of me, longevity is pretty long-lasting. I mean, just off the bat, it strikes me as a moderate sort of fragrance, maybe 5 to 6 hours. I only put on one spray, so not a good indicator of longevity or strength, but it is pretty intense. That spiciness from the cinnamon is really intense, and it pairs well with the incense, which makes it even stronger. And the sillage, I would also say probably moderate, because it's not too, you know, at least from what I've put on, it's not too explosive, but definitely once you get up to it, it's very strong. And yeah, it's very exotic, actually. Exotic is the word that I would use, because it's very, very unique, very unusual fragrance, especially in today's market where most fragrances are generic, sweet, floral sort of thing. This is definitely off the beaten path. You know, I'm sure some people who were around in the 80s probably know about Loulou. It was certainly, if you smelled this, you wouldn't forget it. It's a very particular fragrance. So, and I believe the price is quite reasonable. The price is $20-ish, at least from what I've seen, not too expensive. So, if you decide to buy it, you know, you won't lose that much money if you don't like it. But so, it's a little bit powdery as well. It's strange because you got that really strong incense and spice, but it's also powdery at the same time, which is, again, unusual and uncommon and unique. So that's pretty much what I have to say about Loulou by Cacharel today. Very unexpected fragrance that I discovered in the closet. And so if you have anything to say about this fragrance, you can leave those comments down in the comment section below. If you liked the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.